It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, Wayne County Schools set to open up on Monday, and today at all schools in Wayne County open highest hours from 3:30 to 6 p.m. And keep in mind that masks are needed to enter any school building at this time, as teachers and students will be required to wear a mask when school begins on Monday at this time. That announcement this week from Wayne County School Superintendent Dr. Sean Kelly says he understands that many people are not happy with the policy, but at this point, with the number of cases of COVID rising in Wayne County, school system feels that this is the best course of action for the safety and health of its faculty and students. So the policy has been implemented this week. But again, the school board is having a special call meeting set for tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. to discuss how the COVID issue will be addressed during the school year. So again, many Wayne County residents have expressed their displeasure with the mandate wearing masks at schools. The Board of Education has called a board meeting set for tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. again to discuss how the schools will deal with the COVID for the upcoming school year, which begins Monday. That's the only item on the agenda Friday morning at 10:30 a.m. Dr. Kelly and the board will discuss COVID-19 for the school year 2021-2022. WIFO-FM will be at the meeting tomorrow. We'll have the full report here on our local news. Also be able to relay that information tomorrow night during the high school scrimmage from Glenn Academy. And that called board meeting tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Also taking place today in Wayne County Superior Court, Judge Stephen Kelly is set to give a court date on when the case of City of George versus Earl Watson will take place here in Wayne County. That hearing is set for the day in Wayne County Superior Court. WIFO-FM will be in court, have the details on Friday's newscast. Watson is charged with murder in the shooting death of Gary Floyd, which occurred back in July of 2018 on Little Creek Road in Jesup. All pretrial motions have been dealt with. Again, the only issue today was to set a date on when the trial will begin. Judge Kelly expects to do that today at the hearing. In case you missed Wednesday's newscast, we went through City of Jesup Council meeting in which at the end, Jesup Mayor David Earl Keith announced he's stepping down as mayor effective September 1. That was just one story at the meeting. When we come back, we'll hear school board member Sharon Daniel accuse the City of Jesup of hiring a biased firm to conduct the search for city manager when we come back after these commercial messages. In other news, City of Jesup Mayor David Earl Keith resigned at the end of Tuesday's City Council meeting. Again, it was a marathon meeting, so the city now looking for its new mayor, but also they're in search of their next city manager, as longtime city manager Mike Deal has retired, and the city voted 5-1 to hire the firm Mercer & Associates, which is headed up by Alan Reddish, who's a former county administrator in Jesup years ago, runs the company, which conducts searches all across the state for city managers. At Tuesday's City Council meeting, school board member Sharon Daniel was on hand, stated she wasn't on hand representing the school board, but as a citizen of Jesup, accusing the firm of being biased due to the fact that the former Wayne County resident owns the company. She also stated that the cost, which she had the wrong information on, she claimed the cost was $21,000, but the cost is $16.5 with expenses $3,600, but the commission already voted that the cost would not exceed $20,000. But Daniel says that's simply outrageous. Here was part of her comments Tuesday at the City Council meeting.
You start bringing people in that are familiar with this area in this town of Jesup that I grew up in. I'm 55, will be 56 on August 23rd. Y'all can cash it. I would like to let you know it is a big problem with our history when it comes to doing that. I feel as though that one of the things that should have been done is that you should have found someone who was not going to be biased, or I'm not going to say that individual is going to be biased, but I would say the tendency and the potential to be biased is there. And I feel like as a citizen that we deserve someone coming in, if that's the route that we're going to choose, to get a consultant firm for that individual or for that consultant firm not to be connected to Jesup or Wayne County. Now, I know what you're thinking, and I'm going to go into it before you even ask me that question, because I know you're going to ask me the question about the Board of Education and their consultant firm. First of all, we didn't pay $21,000 to anybody to come and do the consultation for us. Okay, I think we came roughly around about between $6,000 and $7,000 total. The individual that came in did not come in to tell us who to hire. Okay, we use GSBA, Georgia School Board Association. We made sure that whenever we did that we were not getting someone who was just familiar with our area. because that's not what we wanted. We didn't feel like that was fair, okay? So the individual, or the Georgia School Board Association, what they did, they were responsible for getting us access to applications, getting those applications together, and presenting them to us. They were making sure that the applications were complete, and pretty much that was it. That the consultation had nothing to do with advising us on who to hire or who not to hire. Now, I'm not sure if that's what's going on with your consultation team, but I'm asking that question. Is that their role, just to get, it just gave us a larger pool of applicants, like 30, I think we had 30 applicants.
Just Mayor David Earl Keith told Daniel she's entitled to her opinion, but made it clear the city is following the same process the school board used to hire a new superintendent. Keith explained the city is looking for the best qualified candidate.
Providence Institute of Government, which all the cities and counties use. He's got a firm that does this. He's been manager of Clark County 15 years, 190 million. So we feel like he was real qualified to do it. Now, your opinion, your personal opinion, if you think he's got a tendency and all, that's your personal opinion. I understand, and you have it. That's fine. That is no problem. Everybody has their opinions. And so that's where that, and as far as I'm not quite sure what you mean training the city managers. Mr. Dill that just left as the city manager was city manager prior to coming back from the county, so he had about 25 years of city manager job. Miss Woodard that moved up from city clerk, she was not trained by the city clerk. I mean the city, city clerk. She was a city clerk, moved to the city manager. So I don't know where the training's coming at, but that's okay. I understand that, but the council voted 5-1 to hire a firm just like the school system did, to get the best qualified candidate, and that's our job, is to get the best qualified candidate, and we're going to find the best qualified candidate.
Okay,
That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about, and I didn't question his integrity. I'm not questioning his integrity. I'm questioning the fact, and I'm not questioning his whether or not he's qualified to do the job. You have a lot of people that are qualified to be consultant firms, but they don't have ties to the city. And that is what I'm questioning, the ties to the city that this individual has. And that is what, it is not just me. Obviously, I have discussions with people. Okay? And so it's not just my opinion, you know, there are people within our district who feel the exact same way.
Since the Tuesday council meeting, WIFO talked with several city council members who felt it was simply hypocritical of elected official Sharon Daniels, a school board member, coming to a city council meeting and accusing the city of doing something wrong when they were doing basically the exact same thing the school board did in their search for a new school superintendent of schools. School board hired an outside agency entitled GSBA. The Georgia School Board Association was paid $7,000 from the school system in order for them to give the Board of Education a list of potential candidates for the position of superintendent. The board got a discount due to the fact that Chairman Nick Ellis serves as the District 8 representative for the GSBA. At Tuesday night's meeting, Daniel suggested that the city council just hand the job of city manager to Rose Marcus, who is filling in as interim city manager while the city conducts their search, and Rose Marcus has made it clear she will be applying for the position. But Daniel at Tuesday's meeting pointed to Rose Marcus and asked the council, how can you pass up on local talent? This after she and the school board passed up on local talent as longtime local educator Amy Denny, who the school board had promoted to assistant superintendent several years ago, had her in the top 3 finalists for the position of superintendent and then passed on her in favor of Dr. Sean Kelly. So to be clear, if the city council conducts their search for city manager and somehow bypasses on local candidate Rose Marcus for the job, they will have done exactly what the school board has already done, yet Daniel on hand Tuesday night accusing the city council of hiring a biased company and passing on local talent. Yes, several commissioners I've talked with not very happy with the comments of school board member Sharon Daniel. One board member called it pure hypocrisy. We'll be back with a couple of final news notes from the city meeting after these commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Another final note from the city meeting, the council voted to amend the budget to help pay for a garbage truck that cost more than what was approved. The additional $12,000 was approved, but not before council member Nick Harris questioned who approved the purchase Harris asked, quote, "Why do we have a council? Why do we have a budget?" He asked who approved this purchase at City Hall. No one really had the answer on Tuesday night. It was stated the truck was needed. It arrived, but the cost was $12,000 more than what was approved by the council. So a vote was needed Tuesday to amend the budget to $12,000, which they did on unanimous vote, with even Councilmember Nick Harris voting yes. Hats off to the Water Department, as for the second time in several years, the Jesup Water Department was recognized as the Department of the Year under the direction of Supervisor Anthony Crawford, who credited the hard work of all his city employees Tuesday night. Reminder, the hospital is offering a Moderna COVID vaccine free of charge to those 18 years of age and older. Again, that's August 6th from 11 to 2 in the main conference room. Public is invited to attend to get this vaccine. Again, there is no fee and no need for an appointment. That's tomorrow between 11 and 2 at the main conference room at Wayne Memorial Hospital. Also a reminder that Georgia Governor Brian Kemp will be in Jesup in Wayne County this coming Monday for a series of several events. He'll be addressing the local Republican Party Monday at 12 noon at Captain Joe's Restaurant, and the public's invited to that event. WIFO had the governor on Wednesday's Butch and Bob Show. In case you missed it, you can go to our website, hear what the governor had to say. Again, he was our guest on Wednesday's show. He'll be in town Monday at several events. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.